We viewed substance use disorder under the lens of criminal behavior, and therefore why would we have someone come to the lobby to turn themselves in to get treatment? That's not our job, that's someone else's job. Well, as it turns out, there really wasn't someone else. Law enforcement had to become a partner, so when FAN did this, we jumped on board with Hope Not Handcuffs, and the partnership has been very strong ever since that day.
I was really big on the enforcement aspect of, of going out and arresting people for drugs, whether it be, possession with the intent to deliver or, simple possession. And, really earlier in my career not really seeing the big picture of things, right? And thinking that, just going and arresting somebody and them going to jail for a drug offense was going to make a difference. In all reality, they were out of jail before I could even finish the report.
When Families Against Narcotics said we could do better, we can do more, let's do a house call. Let's send a police officer out there, a family recovery coach, a peer recovery coach, and see if we can offer support. Because maybe at that point, at their lowest point, is when we can make the greatest impact. It was unbelievable the response we got. Those first few doors that we knocked on, they opened up the door every single time. And I think the person that overdosed was clearly shocked that there was a police officer standing on the front porch saying, I'm not here for law enforcement reasons, I'm not here to arrest you, I'm here to help you. And I have a couple people with me today from Families Against Narcotics that can get you into treatment today. And I think they were so blown away by that. I think the idea of the police officer there adds legitimacy to the run, and they knew that we truly were there to help.
That's an amazing thing, is seeing these families now having like that sigh of relief of, you just threw me a life jacket, Seeing our officers now implement the programs that we're putting forth, and and seeing the change in stigma on how they view addiction. A little bit more compassion, a little bit more empathy, now truly understanding why it's so hard for people to kick addiction.
So police officers always look, there's right and wrong. If it's against the law, we arrest them and prosecute them. This is a whole new mindset for law enforcement, because now we're in a position where with science and everything else, we're able to understand that drug use and drug addiction is actually a physiological and psychological problem. We started out saving their life by giving them Narcan. Then we moved on to Hope Not Handcuffs. Come here, we will give you Hope Not Handcuffs, and we'll put you in a direction and introduce you to the right people to save you. The quick response team, that's the next step. It's like, we're coming to your house with the people that can help you. We have now not only extended the olive branch, but we actually took the olive branch to your home, so you don't even have to leave your house. And we're here to give you something to help you.
When we initially introduced this concept to our police officers, it was very well received. You say, well, why is that? Police officers respond to incidents of overdoses, and we issue Narcan oftentimes to revive these individuals who are, again, suffering from this disease. One thing about the officers, they understood the importance of having a follow-up to ensure these individuals got the help that they needed and the resources they needed. We're not out here to arrest our way out of this issue. This is a disease, and when there's a disease, there needs to be counseling, there needs to be mentoring and encouragement for those individuals to come out of the state and get the help that they need on the path towards recovery.
That's what I've liked to see so far, is someone actually going, oh, they're more than just doing their job, they're coming back to check on me, and they're coming back to make sure I'm okay. And they're coming back with not just, being police officers, they're coming back with resources, they're coming back with people, they're coming back with, an army of people who are ready to help them. I've seen a few people that we've gone out 3 nights in a row from overdosing. And we haven't been out of that address in months now. And talking to different individuals, they're like, yeah, they're in my recovery program right now. This is not a choice. This is something they're fighting too. And just because we're dealing with the runt end of it and, kind of the crappier side of things, that, yeah, it's easy to get frustrated at someone, but you're actually making that impact later on. And you're actually getting better and getting somewhere with it.
The guys on the road, instead of going to the same family troubles, the same domestic issues, the drunk driving accidents, the crashes, all those calls for service, if you can actually get to that individual who has the issue, the substance use disorder, and help them, offer resources, you kind of solve a lot of those habitual calls for service. And I think that's a positive thing. You're getting them when they're at their lowest point. So from doing QRT and responding kind of when the sun's shining, if you will, it's very positive, you know. And I go there and the people's frame of mind is different. And, you know, some are receptive, some aren't. But a lot of them I find, they want the help. They just don't know how to get it. You go to these houses and a lot of them aren't even aware we have this, and they're very thankful when you come out. You know, literally they're like, wow, thank you for coming. And sometimes maybe it's the 40-year-old son who's still living with their parents, and the parents, they're like, you answer my prayers, you're here, you're offering the help. And it's amazing to really see the emotion on people, like in real time.
You know, being out on the road, you deal with people that had problems with drugs or alcohol. You'd arrest people and repeat the cycle with them. And there really was no way to get them real help. You would arrest them, they'd probably go to jail. Your best thing you could say to them is good luck. I hope that when you get out, you change your life and things turn around. But in reality, that's not what happens. Now that we have the quick response team, Hope Not Handcuffs, and FAN has brought those programs to our departments, we actually have some hope to help people. You know, we're all human beings, no matter where you come from. Whether I'm wearing a uniform and somebody in front of me has been arrested and it's a result of their drug addiction, we need to do what we can do as human beings to help each other out. We feel like we want some hope, we want to help people, we want to do the right thing for them, and we just didn't have the tools before. And now, not only do the people that are out there struggling have some hope that their police department is going to bring something to them, our officers have some hope that we can do something different and actually make a difference in the community.
No one chooses to be addicted to heroin or opiates or methamphetamine, and anyone that is addicted would be the first to tell you, I don't want to be addicted, and you feel trapped.
I always like to say it's special tools for special problems, and now we're doing that, and then seeing the results of it is really rewarding, and seeing the stigma and the views change in law enforcement, which can be very difficult at times, and we're seeing it right in front of us with all these police departments that are implementing these great programs. So it's really been amazing.
My officers have been very receptive to that because they can actually see the work that they do as actually helping people like that. It's not a job, it's a call. They will go above and beyond. Every policeman, no matter what they want to tell you, but the bottom line is every policeman will go above and beyond his call of duty if there's a single possibility that they could help that person, whatever it takes.
Look at the program. It's a very valuable program, and it will be effective for your agency.
So unless we actually take the initiatives in a different approach, we're not going to get anywhere. It's going to be a cycle. So don't be afraid to do things untraditionally. Don't be afraid to be, you know, the soft cop, you know, who's going out to talk to people and giving them resources.
I go out and I read the reports and bring the team there and offer the resources, and you actually feel like you're helping people.
I think this is like the tip of the iceberg for what's going to happen in law enforcement moving forward. And someday we'll look back on these early days of Hope Not Handcuffs and QRT, and we'll go, I was a part of that when it all started. And that, to me, at this point in my life, means more now than probably anything I've ever done in law enforcement.
This is the road we're trying. And if you save one life, the program is worthwhile.